decided to go one step further in my quest to not have to replace my fuel tank, but still not have the truck stall on me. And that is a fuel filter, but not just any fuel filter, because I have a fuel filter. This one is an inline water separator fuel filter that you would usually find on older diesels, maybe agricultural equipment. So it is line in, line out. You can pick either side, not a big deal. And then you have 2 pipe plugs for the other side. Really simple setup. It is a spin-on filter. This is the water separator part of it, where you can drain the water off. Little valve inside there. You tighten this, it squeezes on the rubber. No more water comes out. But you can see when you got water in it, or rust, or particulates, or anything else for that matter. It's basically just a filter element with a clear plastic bottom. But the good thing about this is a lot finer filtering than my cheap parts store 5/16 filter that I have on there now. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to find a place to mount this somewhere on the firewall or the fender well or somewhere. It's just 2 bolts and line in, line out, and we should be good. So let's get started. I've decided to mount my filter right about here on the driver's side, fender well side. There is a reinforcement piece for the fender, so it'll be double thick right here, and that way our in and out lines will go here. We'll have one coming from the tank up to here, then we'll have the one going back out to the fuel pump right there. Since I've already decided where I'm going to put it, all I need to do is put my pipe plugs in. I'm going to use this side, so line in, line out is going to go here. These thread in pretty easy, so we can go ahead and pipe tape them. And the handy thing is that this kit, which I got on Amazon for about 20 bucks, already comes with everything here. It comes with the thread tape, it comes with the filter already spun on, it comes with the pipe plugs. It's a really simple setup, so it shouldn't be too much to begin with. And if you think I'm using too much pipe tape, let me know. I think I'm using too much as well, just so you know, but yeah, go ahead, feel free. Don't go over top. Here, you want to keep it off the end piece so you don't suck pipe tape down into that or cause a restriction. And I'm going to guess this is going to be metric. Yeah, it appears to be 14. We just want to make sure it seals. Now our 2 in and outs. It's really just that simple. So now we're ready to put it on. Let's go mount it on the truck. For right now, I'm just going to use a couple self-tapping screws until I figure out exactly where I want it. Okay, that's one. Okay, that is firmly mounted for now. Let's go get our fuel injection hose and see what we're going to do. Got a roll of 5/16 hose, and I want at least this much. These are way easier than using diagonal cutters to cut this. These are 3/8 fittings, and the hose we need is 5/16 to go from our frame to our fuel pump. Those fittings are 5/16, so just use a little bit of liquid wrench or PB blaster or 3-in-1 or 10W30, whatever. Just use a little bit of some sort of spray lubricant to persuade that hose to go on, just like you want it. Put that down there. Let's measure out our next piece here. So we'll give ourselves a little bit there. Persuasion sauce. And this voltage regulator is probably going to move just a little bit for this project, because it just seems to be right where I don't need it. Yes, I probably should have moved this voltage regulator before I started. Very observant. But I'm moving it now, so I am up to speed with your thinking. There we go. Look at all that room now. Ooh, mud daubers. Hello. Nope, nobody home. Gone. There we go. Those are 3 out of 4 barbs onto that. That is good enough for me. Voila, it is freeze. We're eliminating this because the filter element is smaller and it's not as fine. So if I'm fighting stuff in the tank, this is a better element for the fine silt that I have, and it's a much larger filter. So it's going to take longer to clog, and with the clear piece on the bottom, I should be able to see when it is clogged versus this. So it's really a comfort factor here. Other than that, it's going to be doing the exact same thing. I'm just upgrading is all I'm doing. Okay, there's your new home. Close enough. I'm going to go ahead and crank the truck over, and in fairly short order, we should be able to fill this back up. Ah, there we go. There's our fuel. Slowly filling that up. Yep, good to go. Getting the air bubbles out. Nice, nice. Looking good. Air, air, air in the lines, air in the lines. Air is going. There we go. As you can see, our filter is full. We've got no air bubbles in it. It is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. We now have a really, really good filter. Only thing I need to do is zip tie these lines up, and we should be good to go. That should do it for the fuel problem portion of the program, I hope. I don't think I should have any more air in the system. We replaced all the rubber hoses. Whatever silt and stuff is in that tank, I've got a way better filter system now that should keep it from stalling, keep it from plugging that filter up, and I should be able to see it again in a good way, instead of just the crappy glass plastic filter that I had before, which honestly, I think that might have been part of the air leak to begin with. Coming up in future episodes, I've got parts for a lunchbox locker to go in the back. I've got a disc brake conversion, which I found all the used parts for, minus the pads, of course, on eBay for, no kidding, about $10 more than just replacing everything in the drum setup. So I'm gonna do disc brake conversion. That should be pretty cool. Probably gonna be some multi-parters for the axles and the brakes. But that should do it for today. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully this cures our fuel system problem, because I hate smelling like gas. See you next time.